Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by the garden today. I'm really excited to go over my split rock plant. So this is called a Pleiospilos Nelii. That's really hard to say, but I'll post that name down below so you guys can see it, and then if you spell it out online on Google how to pronounce it, they'll pronounce it for you. It's really hard to say, so I challenge you to go and do that. But this is basically a split rock, and they live up to their potential. They do not need water hardly ever. I only water when this little rock, they're only supposed to have 1 or 2 leaf nodes on it. So these are the leaves, and more leaves will pop out of the middle. And they also flower as well. They flower with these nice big orange flowers, and they're really defined looking. You can look them up online. They're really cool. And I only water when this little thing is starting to become a little bit wrinkly. Then I go ahead and water, and that's going to be like once every 2 to 3 months to 4 months, depending on if it's actively growing or not actively growing. In the summertime, they grow. They're not in dormancy. In the wintertime, they're in dormancy, so they're going to grow a lot less. And like, I don't water throughout the whole winter. The whole winter, it sits on my eastern facing exposure window inside. It gets 6 hours of direct sun a day, and that's it. It gets bright and direct light for the rest of the day, and I don't water it in the wintertime at all throughout the whole winter here in Florida. But in the summertime, I definitely go ahead and give it some water if it's a little bit wrinkly. Usually I water this maybe 3 times a year, and that's it. That's all it needs, especially growing indoors, because it's not using up so much energy. If it was growing outside in really excessive heat, it might use up a lot more energy out here, so you might need to water a little bit more. But for here in Florida, for growing it indoors in my eastern facing exposure, this thing I don't water hardly ever. I haven't watered it since I got it, and I'm probably not going to for a while, because it's nice and plump. You can see, as long as these are nice and plump and they're not wrinkling, you don't want to water. If they start wrinkling, they will come back. So if you're unsure, just wait a little bit longer. Wait another week or so, and then you can go ahead and water again. If it's starting to wrinkle, you know it's okay to water. If it's nice and plump, leave this guy alone. They live up to their name. They are literally a rock to enjoy. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I sprayed the top with some neem oil, some organic neem oil, to just prevent against some pests and a little bit of scale that was going on. I want to show you guys this scale. Can you guys see those little dots inside on his little flat surface right here? You see those dots in there? Well, those dots are scale. And scale is just like a hard bug that connects itself onto your plant and sucks up the juice out of your plant. So we sprayed with some neem oil. We sprayed with 2 tablespoons per gallon of water, mixed it up real good, transfer it into a sprayer, and we just went ahead and misted the top. This way, any aphids and eggs that come to the top and stuff, they're gone. Now, I couldn't water this all the way through. This one's tricky when you first get it home, because usually I treat my plants. So any plant I get from the store and I transplant, I go ahead and treat with neem oil right away as soon as I'm ready to water. As soon as it's ready to get a watering, I go ahead and treat that soil all the way through with neem oil. But for this, I couldn't treat all the way through, because when you do water these, you just want to water a little bit till it plumps back up. You don't want to water this soil all the way through to the bottom and let it drain out, because it's going to take a long time for the soil to dry out, and your plant might rot out in the meantime while it's doing that. So you only want a little bit of water just until it plumps back up and it's good and firm again. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you have any questions on this little rocky, let me know. I'm always here for you, and I love to help you in any way I can. I'll see you guys next time out in the garden. Bye-bye.